on The Voice, 8:30 AM WEEU.
It's Lynn Carmen, news guy. Woo!
That was for our resident Three Stooges fan, Len Carmen, Mike Faust.
Spread out.
Karl Hausman, the one and only Karl Hausman, just a few moments left before Jeffrey Hogue. All right, we're going to play Name That Tune.
No, Larry, the cheese.
Oh no.
All right, we're going to play, Mike, you ready? We're going to play Name That Tune. This is your idea. I don't know, Len is working on the tune, so
Excuse me.
He's got his headset, he's getting preparing. Anyways, Karl, play something for us.
Okay.
That we're going to have to identify, and which Mike can get it first.
Now, yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay.
Shout out the song when you know it.
Yeah, and don't say I can name that song in one note. Oh, I got it.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
With the little star.
Okay,
That's Mike Faust.
All right, now, how far do you want me to go back? That's my only thing. You know, you want.
We can go back because you know a lot of Mike. You know a lot of music, and so do I. I'm gonna be 52 next week. Actually, no, this Saturday.
Oh.
Wow, happy birthday.
Yeah, hi, thank you.
Happy
so much.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks.
Live
Yes.
forever, Mike.
Oh, you're the best, Karl. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, so you're gonna play a song, and it can go back as far as you want it to go back.
Okay.
A well-known song. A well-known song.
Oh yeah, it was a hit.
All right,
Nothing
go ahead.
obscure.
Here we go. Ready, Mike?
All right, there we go.
Sounds like Hunky Tongue. Yeah, I don't know that, Mike. Do you know? It sounds familiar, though.
It's from the 30s, big band era. My Baby Just Cares
Just for me.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
It was a
Okay.
big hit.
Yeah,
Benny
no.
Goodman,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right. I wasn't even born yet, but it's my business. You know. So
All right, let's try another one.
All right, here we go.
Jesus loves little children. Jesus loves me. And now the everlasting love.
You got it. You win.
Yeah, that's a gospel
That's
song.
it.
I
Leaning
like it.
into everlasting arms.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
You know where they played that? I heard it not too long ago in the remake of True Grit.
Oh, yeah.
And at the very end of the movie, when the girl goes and visits his grave, they play that hymn.
Oh, wow.
And I go, my God, that takes me back to when I was a boy.
Let's try one more.
Okay.
I'll name that tune. Then we're going to finish it out with Edelweiss and the Beer Barrel Vocal for Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest.
All right.
Octo, Heilige.
You got a shirt?
Yeah, okay. God, there's so many.
Oh, it sounds familiar, Mike.
What?
What's it called? I See the Light?
I'm beginning
Getting-
to see the light.
Oh,
Yeah.
Len Carmen. He won that.
Yeah,
He's
yay!
the
Good.
big band. See, Len knows the big bands.
Very good.
Very nice.
Oh, we could do this all day.
Yeah, this is fun.
Well, now,
Carl, thanks
we
again.
got a
It's
good-
KarlHausman.com, Karl with a K. Don't forget, it's going to be November 3rd, and that's when the big holiday parade. It's the Jack Frost Parade.
Yes,
Correct.
Rob Pessonia starts at Counterweiser High School, and it's 3 p.m. They go all the way. All right, very good, Carl. And take us out of here with this guy, Edelweiss, and your girl. Thanks again. That's
Pleasure. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks for watching.
Happy Columbus Day. Was that your Italian medley?
Yeah, that's just part of it.
That's just part of
I
it.
know a lot of. When you grew up in the city, all the neighborhoods were ethnic.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up in an Irish neighborhood. The neighborhood above me was Polish. South Philadelphia, known for Italians. And
Mike, your wife is Italian, right? So you recognize some of those songs, you know?
Sure, like that, and the Tarantella, and there's so many beautiful. Italians have a wonderful way with melodies. Matter of fact, my favorite piece of music of all is Nessun Dorma by Puccini, which is, my favorite singer was Luciano Pavarotti. And he did a wonderful version with the LA Symphony and the chorus behind him. You got to get that chorus back in there for the fill-in parts.
Give us a sampling of that one. Mike, is that the one you sent me that one time? Didn't you send me an Italian? It was a different one. All right.
65 a lira.
Interesting. All right. Was it Goldie in Hamburg? I guess she was on a cell phone. Couldn't hang on. She had a request. So again, all request hour continues this hour, and then Jeffrey Hogue will be with us next hour. We're going to talk about the local real estate market. But let's go back to your childhood, Karl. You sang.
I don't wanna.
You sang in concerts with the Philadelphia Boys Choir.
Yeah.
And the Philadelphia Orchestra. Eugene Ormandy conducting.
Yes, back
Talk
then.
about that, because I remember those Christmas albums that they would put together.
They were the best, the greatest orchestra in the world, the Philadelphia Orchestra. And we would be at the Academy of Music down there on Broad Street. And we'd be up on the stage wearing dark pants, white shirt, and maroon bow ties. That was our costumes. And we'd be standing up there. And when you look down into the pit, there was 110 musicians, and they sound like God in heaven. It was incredible sound. You could not believe how wonderful it is just standing above those great people. And so we would sing things like Ode to Joy from Beethoven's Ninth, Suagan, which is a pretty Welsh folk song. There was all different kind of things that we were taught to sing, and just a great experience. And we traveled around by bus. We went to schools and different organizations, and it was wonderful when you're in grammar school.
What was one of the songs that stuck out in your mind when you think about those days? That one song always comes to mind. Is there one that usually comes to mind when you think about those days?
Yeah. Well, the Ode to Joy.
Ode to Joy,
which was new to me. I had never heard it before.
That's
it. Then I found out years later that Beethoven did not write that.
Who wrote it?
He wrote the Ninth Symphony, it has the Ode to Joy in it. That was an old children's song. He added to it.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I was shocked.
I thought he wrote that one
yeah,
when he lost his hearing.
That's probably his most famous piece.
Correct. Because when he was deaf, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's at the period when he chased all his friends away. He didn't want them to know he was deaf.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how he died?
How did he die?
They took a lock of his hair. Back in those days, relatives, friends would gather around when you're laying in your deathbed after you're gone, and they take a lock of hair. He was literally bald-headed when they buried him, but he died from metal poisoning. He drank from pewter cups that were popular back then, and the pewter, whatever metal in the metal, that poisoned him.
Oh wow!
And he died at 56. He was also, you know what his favorite meal was? Cheese and macaroni. Really? Macaroni and cheese.
I think I could get along with him. Let's go to Jim in Northern Berks. Hi, Jim.
You got it. I'd be glad to do that. Johnny Maddox. That was a great thing he put together, Johnny Maddox. There was a man in Berlin. After World War II, a lot of GIs would go to this club. And there was a German piano player named Crazy Otto. And he would play all these songs. Some were German, some were American hits. And Johnny Maddox was one of those GIs. When he came home, he put together this little medley of German folk songs. Only the last song was Irving Berlin, Sing a Simple Melody. And he had a #1 record of this song in 1955. That started a big craze of honky-tonk piano players back then. Knuckles O'Toole, Joey Fingers Carr, Big Tiny Little. They were all getting cashing in on the honky tonk piano craze. Then it
That's
died.
awesome.
Yeah. Then it died out until the '70s when the Sting came out. Then ragtime became in vogue again. Yeah. Hey, Knuckles.
Jim, here's your request. Carl, take it away.
Okay, let me move it.
KarlHausman.com, Carl with a K. And again, you can book Carl 610-670-1687, 610-670-1687, or 610-207-9990.
99, yeah.
610-207-9990.
Was ist das, nein?
Was ist los? No, I said 99. All right, Carl's on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Yeah.
You're on the social media.
Yeah, I'm a
You were Facebook Live in it today.
Yeah.
I had many social diseases.
Oh, Jesus.
10:46, we got to take our final break for this hour. More Karl Hausman, more of your requests. Stay with us. Fox, that's my childhood right there, all that medley. Does that take you back or what? I know that one. I know that one. Hey, we. I know that one. Carly's in California listening today. Jen is in Wisconsin. And Charlene is in Sinking Spring. Vonda's in Denver. And we have the one and only Karl Hausman with us. And people are checking in online or on Facebook as well. Taking your request, 610-374-8800 and 1-800-323-8800. That just lifts your spirits.
It does. And I still play all those songs on Main Street through the speakers. Main Street, USA, and the Magic Kingdom. You know, when my wife and I first went there, it was $7.50 to get in. Yeah.
Oh my God! What is it now?
1973. When I worked there, it was up to $15. That was outrageous. $15 a day to get in that park.
Yeah.
And now it's at like 105 off season, and during the busy times it's 115.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Pat's in Danielsville. Hi, Pat. Say hello to Karl Hausman.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Very good. I would like to request of Elvis Presley's Promised Land.
Promised Land.
How does that one go? Hum a few bars, Pat.
I have no idea.
I don't know if I've ever heard of that song. You know Elvis, though. I know
Oh,
you know
yeah,
some
yeah.
Elvis,
I know
but
Elvis too.
Promised Land. Is that a slow one, or is it? That's not one of his hits, though, is it?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah.
It's
an
not
off
the
one.
medley, is it?
Oh, which
patriotic.
was in
Right.
Land of
Uh-huh.
Trilogy.
Yeah, the trilogy. Is that the one it is?
Oh, is that the trilogy? Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that could be it.
Yeah, because it does, it goes, Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. You're welcome. Let's go to Jesse in Temple this morning. Hi, Jesse. Love and life. A beautiful fall morning, Jesse.
Carly's watching from Temple.
Well, thank you so much. And so's Carl. Carl, say hi to Jesse.
Hi, Jesse. How you doing? I'm glad you're
God bless you. Well, I should be. You taught me. Wonderful.
How long you been playing, Jesse?
But it's all I can do. You don't want me working on your car.
Yeah. Oh, Brent, our buddy Brent, the magician.
Right.
But he goes by Tigar. That's his magic name.
Great.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, way to go, Brent.
I'll be glad. Everybody sing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you. Woo!
Tigar, the magician. You're welcome, Jesse.
Hey, Carl.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, Mike's over there.
Yeah, we just a request from Celia, whose birthday is on the 28th. She'll be 93.
Wow.
93, Celia.
God bless her.
Wow.
A little bit shy. She didn't want to talk on the radio, but she wanted to play. I'll be there for the next year.
Oh, yeah, Freddie Fender.
Freddie Fender, the
Yeah.
1970s, right?
Yeah, I remember Celia. She's the one that has a beer and a cigarette every morning for breakfast. That's how she got to be 93.
Well, we were just talking about the country music special on PBS.
Oh, it's great.
Freddie
All 16 hours.
Yeah, Freddie Fender was mentioned. In
Yes,
that
he was
special,
on
yes.
there, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the neat thing is you worked with a lot of these artists over the years.
Yeah, Johnny Cash, Conway Twitty, Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, and Ursel Hickey. Never heard of
I've
Ursel
never heard
Hickey.
of Ursel
He was
Hickey.
on American Bandstand a couple of times. And I thought, what a name, Ursel Hickey. And recently I was looking through a record catalog I got in the mail, and there was one of his albums. There's Ursel Hickey. People think I made that up.
That's great.
So.
Karl Hausman, and Karl with a K, it's karlhausman.com. And we didn't talk about, because, the holidays are going to be here before you know it.
Oh, boy.
Christmas Eve, you're at the YR Club in Why I'm Missing. You'll be there from noon to 3 p.m.
Yeah.
That's open to the public.
Yes, it is. Ain't letting anybody in here these days. Just the same as this place. They let me in.
And then also before that, it's December 8th. That's a Sunday. You're back at the Governor's Holiday Open House. You've been playing at the Governor's Mansion for how many years now?
Oh, God, I can't
15.
remember. It's been over 15. I started with Governor Rendell.
That is wonderful.
And right. And so it's been really great. The governors are great. And they're there. You can meet them. You can speak your mind. Although it's a Christmas party.
Right, so you shouldn't talk property
No,
tax
don't get
reform
into heavy stuff.
or
yeah.
recreational pot.
Right. No, no, I stay away from those subjects. It's like, don't shoot the piano player. But he's very nice, General. General Wolf. I'm a Civil
Who's
War.
afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf.
All right, Governor Wolf's very nice. So is his wife too. I was happy one day they had Miss Pennsylvania there. And I got my picture taken with her, and I put my hand around her waist. Her waist had to be 12 inches. It was like there was nothing there. I thought, oh my God.
That's wonderful. You'll be there 2 and 5 performing, and this is your 15th year. And again, that's open to the public as well, Sunday, December the 8th. Do you need a ticket, or you just show up that day?
No, you just show up. They'll give you a ticket if you park room.
So, so you take the turnpike up to the Governor's Holiday Open House, right? Is that how you get there?
Right, he's on North 2nd Street.
On North 2nd Street.
Yeah.
Carly's in Temple. Want to say hi to Sharon in Richland. And Aaron's listening in Harrisburg. Chrissy's in Ardmore. And Ian's in Phoenixville.
Oh,
We
yeah.
always get a boost whenever you're on the air with us.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, from foreigners.
Yeah. So we welcome one and all. 610-374-8800 and 1-800-323-8800. Speaking of the holidays coming up, how's your book?
It's doing nice.
It's doing good?
Really, yeah, I'm really happy
And people
with
can
it.
get a copy of it.
Uh-huh.
Life is But a Dream by Karl Hausman.
Right, Life is But a Dream, and it's on Amazon.com, which I did not notice when I signed up with them. They're the largest publisher in the world.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That guy started out of his garage.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
It is
It's
amazing.
like Ben and Jerry.
And he was just selling books, Mike Faust, when he started. Is it Jeff Bezos? Who started Amazon? Yeah. And
Yeah.
he started selling books out of his garage. Now, who would
Yeah.
think that would take off? Because you think about the encyclopedias, and they used to sell them door to door. You know what I mean? And this guy said, "No, I'm going to sell books out of my garage." All right. And it's become the biggest thing in the world. And now they have what are those things called? Drones.
Mm-hmm.
They're delivering. But I can't imagine delivering a washing machine by a drone. We're not there yet, Mike Fox.
I don't
Yeah.
want to be under one anyway.
So it's Life is But a Dream by Karl Hausman. You can check it out and order it on Amazon.
I talked to a lady last week. I didn't know her from Adam, and she came up to me somewhere where I was playing, and she said, "I bought your book." I said, "Really? Thank you." And she said, "I got to tell you." She said, "I let it lay around a little while, and then I finally picked it up and started reading it." She said, "I'm almost through, and Carl, I love it." I said, "Oh, that means $1 million. Thank you very
That's
much."
awesome. And make a nice Christmas holiday gift.
I sure will.
Yeah. Stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty big. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
pretty thick book.
I mean, people have to realize basically it's about, like Johann Strauss wrote Wine, Women, and Song. Today they would call it Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll. And that's basically what it's about. A lot of it is true and some is fantasy. They say write about what you know. And what I knew is music business. And that's what I wrote about. And it's been doing very well. Tells people a lot of stuff they didn't know about inside the music business.
Do you think the music business has changed over the years because people would run out and buy the latest record, album, or
Oh my
45?
God, yeah. Well, even in the country music, they explained that on the show, in the last episode, on that PBS show. The same thing happened with the pop music. They passed that law in Washington that said that big corporations could buy 1,400 radio stations and dictate to the people what they like. And that was it. Disc jockeys no longer had the freedom to play what they wanted to play, and they were limited on what they could say. In 1960, when I was I was just 18 years old, I was with a group called Roscoe and the Green Men, and we were traveling through the Midwest, and we stopped at a radio station in Columbus, Ohio. And there was a disc jockey, 3 o'clock in the morning, sitting back, smoking a pipe, putting in 8 tracks that did all his talking for him, led you into commercials, everything like that. He didn't do any live talking, and he said, "This is the way of the future." And he was right. Took a long time, but that's what you got today. That's why a lot of people find today's music monotonous and boring. It is, you lost your melodies. Even Tom Moulton up there in New York had talked about, he did it live on PBS television. I saw him on about an interview a year ago, and they asked him about today's music, and he said today's music sucks. And the announcer was surprised. He said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "You take rap." He said, "How can you call it music? It's a spoken story with a beat, and every record has the same beat. It's the same beat forever with just different stories." He said, "It's not music." And so I thought, whoa, go get him, Tom. But, and this is a man that knows the business. He created disco.
Sure. We talked about this before too, Mike, with the downloads, the digital downloads. What is it, $1.99 or $29? And it's different than years ago. You'd actually have the album. You'd come home. You'd listen to it on your stereo. You put the headset on. You'd read the liner notes. Now it's just a download. I don't know. It's not as intimate, I think, as experience as it was years ago when we were growing up.
Yeah, I mean, because it isn't that you don't have that energy of, I'm going to the store, I'm going to get that song, I can't wait till I get that 45 and bring it home and put it on, and now it's just like one press of the earphone button.
Yeah, and a lot of times you could even get it on online, YouTube, or one of the other places. You know, some artists have it protected, but most of it is available commercially, or you just go to your internet. and you have it. You lose that experience, I think. Yeah.
Well, they say, yeah, because I mean, you used to spend how much for an album? Maybe $20 for an album, you know, and then nowadays it's a buck a song, and the artists are losing money because people are just easily downloading it without paying the bucks. You know, they're not even making $1 off it.
Yeah, they're not making money. It's a great
No,
point on the
that's it.
albums like they did years ago.
Why do you think Billy Joel and Elton John stopped recording? Because they said, well, Billy Joel said it. He said, we're sick of having our music stolen. And so it's just simple as that. If you're not going to pay, they make their money by, basically as an artist, you make your money by touring anyway, your live appearances. The record companies, publishers, management, they get all the money from you from the record industry.
You see what they're charging for a T-shirt? I got an email over the weekend. I follow the Rolling Stones, and they had this really colorful T-shirt for their new tour or whatever. And I was like, okay, just for giggles, let's see how much this costs. $65. And I thought to myself, now who wants to pay $65 for a T-shirt that has your favorite band on or whatever? You know what I mean? It's just outrageous, some of the prices that they charge for T-shirts today.
Well, it's the same thing like with I like tropical shirts. And 3 years ago, my wife and I were out on Oahu, and we went into the Disney hotel where we stayed, and the shirts in there, tropical shirts or Hawaiian shirts, they were $130 to $150, and they were like faded, washed out looking. And I thought, this is not. I want bright colors. So we go to a mile away. There was a Walmart. I go in there, beautiful shirts made right there in Hawaii on the label. $13.95.
Guess which one should pick?
Yeah.
We had the same experience in Alaska. You go to the grocery store or the marts or whatever versus going to the gift shops because they were much more expensive, half price at the grocery stores, and they were still as nice as some of the other ones.
Yeah.
All right, Linda downstairs. She loves
Charlie Brown.
Her and that Charlie Brown.
Could you take us to break with that?
What's
And then-
Charlie got?
Yeah, this is interesting too because we only have Karl now for another 30 minutes, and Mike Faust suggested this. Can we do a name that tune? Maybe is that what you want to do? Mike, go play a song and then have a listener, a caller,
Or just the two of us.
Yeah,
or the two of us too.
Yeah.
You could try to stump us.
yeah. And the winner gets a free evening with Mike.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
Which
That's
Mike?
Right. All right. So, Karl, take us to the break, and it is the All Request Hour continues. K, Karl's Piano Music at AOL.com. That's still the email address, Karl's Piano Music, spell it out at AOL.com.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All right, very good.
I have to ask the boss here.
And you're getting booked up for the rest of 2019. I know on Sunday, November 3rd at 3 p.m., you'll be in Robbie,
Yay!
in Rappasonia.
Yeah, it'll be my
It's
third year doing this.
Yeah, the Jack Frost Parade. Tell us
Right.
about it.
Every year this parade gets bigger and bigger. It goes for hours now. They even got string bands coming up from Philadelphia, and it's a lot of fun. I'm in the parade in the back. I have my piano in the back of a pickup truck with amplifiers, and it's great. And I play holiday music and Disney tunes, and that's all I do. It's just they go from the from Conrad Weiser School out to the middle of town, then make a left turn and stop at the church and get a free hot dog.
Who's driving the truck?
He's a very nice man. I do not know his name, but he's on. I smelled his breath. He's okay.
The reason I ask is I remember there was a show in the 1970s. Of course, the variety show was King, Karl, in the 1970s, and there was a group. It was a husband and wife team called the Captain and Tennille. Do you
Oh my
remember
God!
them?
Yeah.
There was an episode where they drove around the area, the park or whatever in the town, and they had him on the back of a pickup or whatever.
That's
and there
right.
he is with his captain's hat playing the organ, and she's saying, "Love, love will keep us together."
You know who wrote that?
Who wrote that?
Neil Sedaka.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He wrote that. He wrote it years before. They picked up on that tune and it made a later hit for him. So it was great.
That's great. So again, that'll be on Sunday, November 3rd, 3 p.m. And you just line up along Penn Avenue. Where do you park for that?
Where do
Yeah,
you
Anywhere you
bring a-
can.
Bring a lawn chair.
Anywhere you can.
Where you can.
Yeah, I think that's it. Everywhere you can, anywhere you can.
And it starts at Conrad Weiser High School.
Right.
Yep.
Very good. Let's go to Jolie in Penn Township today. Good morning, Jolie.
Good morning, Jolie.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. I wrote a song once. It was called Moonlight in Rhode Island, but it didn't make it. You too,
You
Dolly.
too, Jolie. Bye-bye. You too, bye-bye. Turkey in the Stroll is another one that people think of at this time of year. Bum-ba-da-da-da. And Karl Hausman is with us. Go ahead, Mike. You want to say something, Ben? Yes. Yeah, what does it mean? Oh, wow.
Huh,
Yeah.
it sounds like my house.
You'll also, speaking of Thanksgiving, you're going to be there on Thanksgiving Day. You did this last year.
Yeah.
And this is at the Hershey Lodge.
Right.
And it's their big buffet dinner Thanksgiving, and that is on November 28th
Yeah.
from noon until 5.
It's great. My job there is easy. I just play atmosphere piano in the background, and for about 6 hours, and they seat about 2,000 people on that day. They had tables there that had nothing but breakfast food. If you want to eat breakfast all day
Oh,
long,
wow.
wonderful selections of breakfast. They have one table that has all Italian food, and of course the rest of the place has your traditional Thanksgiving meals that you can choose from. The dessert tables are fantastic. They got a chocolate fudge cake. You will be running ahead of your automobile on the way home.
And our listeners can also book you, because we are going into the holiday season, like people have parties and such. And what's the phone number? 610-670-1687?
Correct.
And they can also reach you at 610-207-9990.
Yeah,
And
that's a German number. 99.
9990. 610-207-9990. Karl Hausman is with us for the first 2 hours of the show, right out of the gate, mixing things up, changing it around a little bit this Monday morning on Feedback. 610-374-8800 and 1-800-323-8800. We got to take a break. Are we Facebook Living it now?
We are.
Hi, everybody at Facebook Live World. So you want to take us to break, Carl? What do you want to play to us to break?
I met a great man once named Bobby Peterson. He wrote a hit song called Irresistible You. Later it was covered again as a hit by Bobby Darin. Do that one. Okay?
Take it away.
We'll be back.